There's a rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But, yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask the WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight.
There's a rematch clause, people, so get ready for 2 fights. But yes, and after I beat him the second time, I probably would ask and WBA to let me go up to 140 and fight Gervonta. Tank Davis, the undefeated WBA lightweight champion, is known as one of the most thrilling boxers in the world. His incredible knockouts have made him a fan favorite, and he's ready to put on another show on March 1st. 2025. Davis will defend his title at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York against WBA super featherweight champion Lamont Roach Jr. in a 12-round fight that has boxing fans talking. I'm not looking at Lamont the way that everybody else look at Lamont, like I know Lamont is a really good fighter. I'm not this ain't no Frank Martin, that's all I'm say. Yeah, it's a real good fight. According to Tank, this fight is about more than just titles. It's personal. Davis from Baltimore, Maryland, and Roach from nearby Washington, D.C. already have history. The two met twice in their amateur days, with Davis winning both times. Now they'll meet again, but this time it's on one of boxing's biggest stages with a championship belt on the line. Up there you feel like doing whatever he's been doing. Personal life, you feel like he's not focused on training and that kind thing. What did you mean? Exactly what I meant. Better be on this. A game on a bust his ass. Both fighters have been building up the excitement in press conferences they held, one in New York City and another in Washington, D.C., where they spoke about their past and what fans can expect on fight night. Lamont's got skills, Davis said, giving credit to his opponent. Even though he's from a smaller weight class, he's always been talented. We came up in the sport together and he's still doing great. He's definitely a strong opponent and people will see that on March 1st. It's going to be a party on. I'm going to let y'all know something. His father was up here shaking on the what's his name. He was shaking on the thank everybody that played a part in it. My team, Roberto Diaz, G. Jonas, on my kids. He was shaking on this, on my kids. He shing. How you going to say it's cap and got watching. B. Davis is coming off an impressive victory in June when he gave Frank Martin his first professional loss with a stunning 8th-round knockout. He's confident he can get another knockout against Roach, but predicts it will take a bit longer. This time I'll end it in the 9th round. Davis boldly stated this is going to be a great event, an exciting show. The result will be the same as always, but you've got to wait and see. The Barclays Center in Brooklyn has become a special place for Davis. It's where he won his first world championship back in 2017 and he's fought there 3 times since. This will be his 4th appearance in the iconic arena and he's excited to return. What do you think of the announcement of the Gervonta Roach fight? I think that he's had a lot of criticism, but it's not a bad fight. Lamont Roach is a world champion. He's smaller than Gervonta David. The problem is not many people are aware of who he is, or New York has an incredible vibe. Davis said the energy from the people is amazing. I have so many fans here, probably more than anywhere else. I can't wait to feel that energy again. Davis's connection with New York fans is something he treasures. His flashy style, powerful punches and charisma have made him a must-watch fighter in the city that loves big stars. Lamont Roach Jr. knows he's the underdog in this fight. Moving up 5 pounds to face Davis is a risky move, but Roach believes he has what it takes to pull off the upset. Despite Davis beating him twice in the amateurs, Roach thinks those fights don't mean much now. He going to pay for it. He pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it. I guarantee. Cal down come to the fight. Fighting in the amateurs and fighting now are 2 completely different things. Roach explained, we both improved a lot and added new skills to our game. There might be things we remember about each other, but I don't think those old habits will matter on the big stage. For Roach, this fight is a huge opportunity. He's stepping out of his comfort zone to face one of boxing's biggest names and he's determined to prove he belongs at this level. The bright lights of Brooklyn don't intimidate him, they motivate him. I'm coming to win. Roach said, this is my chance to show the world what I can do. This matchup is exciting not just because of the history between the fighters but also because of their contrasting styles. Davis is known for his explosive power and ability to end fights with a single punch. Roach, on the other hand, is a technical fighter who relies on speed, skill and strategy. Row to Dehaney, if they could me at a ______. Don't write hell yeah. That left hooker put Haney down. My fans are eager to see how these styles will clash. Will Davis land another highlight knockout, or will Roach find a way to outbox him? Either way, it's shaping up to be a thrilling fight. As for Tank, he has been repeating that he will come back in the ring next year and he hasn't stopped talking. And not just that, he has also given an update on his fight with Shakur. Gervonta Davis and Shakur Stevenson are 2 of the biggest names in boxing each. Bringing a unique style to the lightweight division, Davis is known for his knockout power, with 28 of his 30 wins coming by way of KO. His aggressive approach has made him a fan favorite and a feared opponent in the ring. Stevenson, on the other hand, is a master of defense and strategy. His ability to outmaneuver opponents, avoid big punches, and control the pace of a fight has earned him respect, as is one of the most technically skilled fighters in the sport. Gervonta "Tank" Davis, let's make the fight happen, man. I'm tired of tweeting, I'm tired of talking about it, stop ducking me and let's make a fight happen, man. Come on. Fans have long wanted to see these two undefeated champions face off. A fight between Davis and Stevenson would not only unify lightweight titles but also create one of the most intriguing style matchups in recent boxing history. Davis's explosive offense would test Stevenson's defensive mastery, while Stevenson's ring IQ and precise counter-punching would challenge Davis's ability to land clean shots. Earlier this year, Davis gave fans hope when he mentioned Stevenson as a potential opponent. In an interview with Boxing News, he said Stevenson was on his hit list, fueling speculation that talks might be underway. However, at a recent press conference to announce his March 1 fight against Lamont Roach Jr., Davis seemed to backtrack on the idea, dismissing Stevenson as an unworthy challenger. For what has Shakur done in the sport? He hasn't done nothing, Davis said when asked about a potential fight with Stevenson. The young ones look better than him. Kezin Davis looking way more better than this, and y'all keep screaming his name. He hasn't done nothing if y'all keep saying his name. For Davis's comments reveal his skepticism about Stevenson's resume. While Stevenson is a two-division world champion with an undefeated record, Davis believes he hasn't faced enough top-tier opponents to justify a fight between them. Kezin Davis, another rising star in the lightweight division, was even mentioned by Tank as being more impressive than Stevenson. You feel me? So it's like with him being that big star. Of course, yeah, I done say his name 100 times, but the fight is not going to happen until that person says yo, yeah, me and Shakur got to fight a hot, and then that's when the fight going to happen. Critics of Davis's stance argue that Stevenson's accomplishments speak for themselves. As a former WBO featherweight and super featherweight champion, Stevenson has dominated his opponents with ease, often making them look outclassed. His recent move to lightweight has added more intrigue to his career, as fans wonder how his style will fare against the division's elite fighters. Davis also addressed claims that he might be avoiding Stevenson out of fear. The Baltimore knockout artist was quick to shut down such suggestions, pointing out that Stevenson's defensive style doesn't pose the kind of physical threat that would intimidate him. Afraid of what? Davis responded, us fighters, if we're afraid of somebody, it's got to be somebody hitting us and hurting us. He doesn't have any offense, everything is a defense. Defense only wins in football, that s don't win in boxing. Shut your soft ass up, shut your soft ass up, __. You're the softest boxer this generation, beat your ass, you knock your ass and watch. Got fake. Davis's critic ISM of Stevenson's style highlights the contrast between the two fighters. While Tank relies on power and aggression, Stevenson's game is built on finesse and outsmarting his opponents. Davis's belief that defense alone doesn't win fights is a common critique in boxing, but Stevenson supporters argue that his ability to neutralize opponents' offense is a skill in its own right. As Stevenson prepares for his next fight against Floyd Schofield on February 22, he has the opportunity to make a statement. A dominant performance could increase pressure on Davis to revisit the idea of a fight. However, Davis has already made it clear that he has his own plans, with just 3 more fights on his schedule before he retires at the end of 2025. Yeah, boxing me and Tank, the fight, the one, it's the biggest fight in the world. Yeah, like it's going to be the biggest boxing fight in the world when it happens. Stevenson's upcoming fight is significant not just for his career but also for the lightweight division. Floyd Schofield is a talented young fighter, and a win against him would add another notable name to Stevenson's resume. Meanwhile, Davis's focus is on his March 1 matchup with Lamont Roach Jr., a fight that promises fireworks as the two fighters bring their own strengths to the ring. In addition to the personal and professional stakes, a potential Davis-Stevenson fight carries huge implications.